Oh, I tell you, tweets are coming in thick and fast on this incredible JKL with the icon. He's no longer superstar now. We have made him an icon. Patrick Njiru. I tell you, man, what a story this man. Arigato.
Arigato gozaimashita.
That means thank you in Japanese.
Yes.
Hello. Check this out. Antonio Sol, you know him. He's a really famous artist.
Yes.
He says, the icon Patrick Njiru came to my primary school when I was young and stunted on our football pitch, Lavington Primary.
That's right.
With the headmistress,
yes,
Mrs. Njomo,
yes,
in the passenger seat.
Yes. And I met another one of their students who is a lawyer, actually. I met him the other day, who remembered the story of the Lavington. He said he was one of the students I put into the car.
And you did a spin,
and did a spin for them.
Oh, the headmistress probably just had a heart attack then, huh?
No, they were all happy, you know. But I tell you, some of the things that we have done really and have gone through, amazing.
Listen, a lot of people are asking the question, and this is, look, Dennis Mwafrika Okemwa. Okay, first of all, is it true that Patrick Njiru used to use a jet engine in his car?
No. I've never used a jet engine. I used a normal Subaru engine all along that we have been using. The only thing that we used, because it was to help us with performance, was the jet fuel, which is called avgas. Avgas is very high octane rating.
Okay.
Because that rating is really goes up so well up to 101 degrees, and with the turbo cars, you have also to use very good oil with very high viscosity. The viscosity for the oil, which is measured, can go up to 3,000 degrees of heat and sustain it because of the turbos. And the turbos are all cooled through the oil which passes through there. So it was important to get very high quality products. Never used a jet fuel, a jet engine, because
so this jet fuel is better than super unleaded.
Yes, all of that.
V-power.
Yes, V-power. All that is just coming now. You are driving first class. The rest is second class and economy. That's right. To put it in simple language.
I understand that language. Yes. When you say viscosity and things like that, I have no clue.
Yes.
Nyargero is saying, please ask Patrick the secret behind him looking so young. You've got such a baby face.
No, keep drinking water. Take water. Stop drinking beer and all that stuff. I'm not accusing breweries. No. That's not. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, it's healthy. It's very natural foods, all the stuff that we used to be given. And you know, Jeff, people have forgotten that food is the #1 medicine. I'm not a doctor.
Patrick, look at that picture there. Let's just take a look. Monica,
yes.
Are you going to play it again? This was not so long ago when you were with this really famous guy.
Yes.
Oh, there you go. So you exercise a lot too.
Yes. That is that
guy. Who is the guy in the glasses?
Yeah. That's this guy. That's Pastrana. That's Pastrana. Oh, that's Mombasa, the classic rally, the start of the classic rally.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you had a 911, is that?
911, the Porsche, when we did the classic. Wow. Yes. That's Michelle with Fabricia Pons. We're starting. That's Fabricia Pons, who was the 1982 world champion with Michel Mouton in the Audis. They drove in the Audi.
Wow.
They drove in the Audi.
How do you remember all this stuff, Patrick?
You know, maybe Jeff, one of these days I'm gonna get a honorary degree, you know, for doing all of this. No, I'm not asking.
You know what you should do though? Open the Patrick Njiru School of Driving.
True.
Patrick Njiru School of Driving. Can you imagine how much skill you would impart?
We can put discipline. We can instill some sense of
courtesy.
Exactly. But we are all, I think, heading to that direction where we need to value the people who are doing, because Jeff, like in Sweden, where I went, you find that all the former rally drivers are the big guys and the advisors of the young drivers, the youngsters, and the motor, because the motorsport has created that facility. But you know, here our usual stories, I mean, the usual is cutthroat.
Yes.
If you are there, you don't want anybody else whom you think is a rival to you. I mean, let me tell you this. Let's put it this one. In the motorsport management, is so pathetic that you find one guy holding to a club for 20 years and turns that club, the Kenya Motor Sport Club, to be a drinking bar.
That's it.
That's it.
His
It's
own
a drinking bar.
Yeah.
You know, you turn it
to
be selling, and it is supposed to be an institution where now today we would be talking between the Red Cross, between the institutions which are supposed to be there, to join hands with Kenya Motor Sports Club and come and bring that sanity.
Yes.
Not forgetting that FIA, one of their major big things is on road safety. That's where John Todt was brought back in, and I mean, unopposed because of his effort on road safety. What he has been doing with government and Europe, because it has been a big disaster. But he has tried to work so well and so consistently that he has managed to bring sanity. And that is why they gave him another 4-year term.
And that's what we need here.
That's what we need here.
Sanity on our roads, Patrick.
Yeah. But we have those institutions. We have the AA of Kenya. We have the clubs, the motorsports clubs, almost 9 or 10. But you know, they are created for individual purposes.
Correct.
For individual prestige.
Yes.
I mean, it's one thing. What we used to have, for example, in the sports administration, you have one guy remaining there, he will never leave.
No.
Until he dies.
Correct.
You find somebody else in the, whether it was in the KFF, and I'm glad now they're bringing those rules that you only have 2 terms, you go.
And you're out.
Get 2 terms, then you go. Because bring new faces.
That's it.
Because as you know, we have an old saying which says, a new broom sweeps cleaner. It does a better job.
Absolutely.
Rather than somebody just hanging on, holding on, you know, forever. And you know, not only that, there's so many other institutions, including my own brother Atwoli. My elder brother Atwoli, whom I like so much and I love so. I would like to see Atwoli training a new young man, bring some vibrant
new
people,
blood,
remain in the board, serve there in the board, and leave these other young guys. Because when you sit in an institution, really, you don't have any new ideas.
Yeah.
You don't have new ideas. I'm not saying it in a bad way.
No.
But it is in the right way to give a good example, like what Kipchoge has done after staying in the Olympics for all that. Let's not have the other guys going the wrong way.
Yeah.
Because
look at Tergat now.
Yes.
IOC.
Exactly.
You see that?
You know, bring this new blood. Give them a chance, give them a break. What we say normally, give them a break.
Correct.
And the moment they get in there, put them now into the other top. But you find it's the same people, the same time.
And it becomes an old boys club.
And they want to go round and round and round, and you know, they don't get, but not in any bad way. Not in any bad way.
Still,
because
Patrick,
you know, he's our buddy, he's our friend, but really, for whatever reason, because he might not be getting the right people to tell him. You know, it's all good, including our politicians, Jeff. Including our politicians. They need to be told, you are youngsters. When you came in Young Turks in 1990, you are Young Turks in the 30s.
Not anymore.
Today, that's over 20. You are hitting 70s.
Imagine.
You know, I remember when I used to see James Orengo, Gitobu Imanyara, Mother Karoa, Martin Shikuku. Martin Shikuku was a bit old. He was not in the Young Turks, but the Young Turks, the Professor Nyang Nyongo, all of them coming to me at Kibera. And Raila himself coming to Kibera when they were coming in there to Kibera to come and, you know, the Young Turks coming in for that, bringing some message, coming over with a good message and everything. And everybody was there. But then you find now, down the line, 30 years, the same guys are still there, talking the same things we were talking, you know. And the boys who were 10 years then are now 40 years.
Now 40.
They are 40. Yes.
And they
the ones who were 20 then are almost 60.
There you go.
And they keep hearing the same song. That is why they don't do it. You got to come up with good ideas, and you make the people bring these ideas. Because, Jeff, don't go to yourself and come up with these are irreducible minimums.
Yeah.
No, we cannot do this.
Right.
Then this other group comes back again and goes to parliament. He says, these are the things that we want. We want to change this. Both are wrong. They have not gone to Wanjiku. They haven't gotten back to Wanjiku. Talk to Wanjiku. Listen to Wanjiku in a very careful manner. Come back and you present this. You say, this is Wanjiku. Not yourselves. It's not yourselves.
Don't assume.
No. Don't assume. And you know, you saw the Supreme Court the first time. This was the best brains in the country. NASA and the best lawyers, 25 of them.
That's right.
Jubilee and 15, the best, the top cream. They fought each other there. But somebody convinced the judges, because the judges just need to get one. You know our constitution, how it says. What it says, you better release 99 criminals than jail one innocent. One innocent person.
Correct.
That's our constitution. That's what it is based on. You better release 99 criminals from who have committed the capital offenses than jail one innocent person. So once these two guys, and you find they are the best brains that we have, these are A students. You could not go to do law without an A.
That's right.
They are the top cream. The best guys that if we put up here, they will be number one in the world. They will be number one in the world if there was a competition for all of these. They go in there. But you see, what comes out of them is this. You will find one lawyer telling you, you see a 50-kilometer sign, I'm going back again to motoring. They put you the 50-kilometer sign, Mombasa Road. We catch you, Jeff. You get one of the lawyers. The lawyer comes and he says, no. 50 kilometers is minimum. You can go up to what you want.
And they'll argue that.
They will argue that. Listen, get this point, Jeff, very clearly. 50 kph, we know it. Once it is put 50, you don't go beyond 50.
Right.
But you get a very bright lawyer coming to tell you, no,
that's the minimum.
That is the minimum. The maximum can be 100. So if you caught him at 60, he's within the... he's within where is it written in the maximum? And they go, they convince a judge.
Right.
The judge, because it is not clear. That is why you hear them telling you, don't change a comma or a dot in that you are presenting there. Now, when you put 50 kph and you have not said 50 maximum speed, you have put 30 and you have not said 30 max, it can mean 30 minimum. And they argue, and they argue that, and they know that,
and they get away with it.
I mean, and they get away with it, and that's where you see logic beats common sense.
Karanja Kabage, he says, I'm watching the vintage Patrick Njiru. He is truly a great national hero, a walking, talking encyclopedia with great memory.
He's a great friend of mine. That's why.
Karanja
is KK. He's a, you know, these are the people. These are the people who know this country. These are the people who love this country. The people you want to get associated with. The people who need to give us wisdom. Because Jeff, all this what I'm telling you, these people, all of them, they have the lucky of becoming MPs. Yeah. But they are there. They get to that leadership thing, but then they lack wisdom.
Correct.
Once you lack wisdom, you can't do it, because leading is doing.
Yes.
Leading is not just sitting down there and shouting.
No.
Leading is doing. Because once you take action and you do things, the people will come back and see them. And that is why you see most of them, as you know, were kicked out in the last parliament.
Exactly.
This is a message to our own
They
MPs.
were sent home.
Yeah.
Torreira Rogomandule.
Former rally driver, a great rally driver.
Was she?
Rio Rogo.
Yeah.
Oh, she was driving. They are the Toto team, you know, from Nakuru.
Come on.
You know, yes.
She always told us that story, but I didn't believe her.
No, it's true. It's true. Billy O'Mara can confirm that.
She says, thanks for bringing this legend onto JKL. It's a great change from politics. Right? And then she says, the carnage on our roads results from lack of self-love.
True.
Common sense and wisdom.
Absolutely. Spot on.
Everyone rushing to an early grave.
Thank you. True.
He says it's a suicidal, pathetic nation. We've forgotten these things. We've forgotten our basics, Patrick.
The people, that's right. But that's where we are coming from, Jeff. That's what we are coming. That's where we were saying, you know, the moment we begin to believe our doubts and doubt our beliefs, then we are lost.
Abdi, he says, how come you don't come to the Pronto Hotel in the CBD anymore?
Abdi, come on. I was there the other day. I was just there the other day. That's our favorite joint.
Is that right?
On top of Trattoria. The top of Trattoria. Yes. They built up and they brought a sort of a mini Hilton down at the Pronto.
Okay.
It's there.
Pronto.
Yeah, Pronto.
The days of Joginda Singh and Shekhar Mehta in them.
Simba wa Kenya.
Yes.
Simba wa Kenya, you know, when they are the Rio machines. The Rio machines, and then the driving was real to the drivers. And the guys and the memories, you know, Jeff, when you're driving with a co-driver, you have pace note.
Okay.
And those guys, you know, these days the co-driver reads you the pace note. Medium left 100, easy left 200. Whether it is foggy, raining, or in the dust, you still can drive. But these guys, they did not have that in their days.
What do they have?
Tulip diagrams. They are just drawn tulip diagrams. Is 1 kilometer, turn left. 2.2 kilometers, go right or go straight. Or let's say 3 kilometers, big mud hole. That's all what they had. And they drove and they went for hours, and then to memorize those things, then to keep them to themselves. And they were amazing. They would know all of those things, really, the memories that they had, and all of those things that they were going through. I sat once with Sheka, and he was giving me those stories, and I said, Mama Mia, how could you do that, Sheka, without those
the notes?
The notes,
yeah.
Without the notes. And he says, Patrick, that's how it started. You start somewhere, then you come up back to the other one, like we started this country. Most of the people have forgotten, Jeff, when we used to go at 8 o'clock to wait for the telecom to come 8 o'clock, and the phone, the calls come half to start calling people at night. And calling America was 200 shillings. It became 100 bob.
A minute.
A minute.
Because of the time.
Because of the time.
Yes.
All of that. Then we came with Safaricom, and Safaricom came in when they started.
Yes.
Was 50 bob calling and 28 bob receiving.
Wow.
50 bob
calling
and 28 if you receive the call on your mobile.
Yes.
That all changed. It came to flat 10 with Michael Joseph.
Yes.
And amazing, he brought it in, and then he brought the times that you couldn't get to this schedule. Today, you're calling for 4 bob all over the world.
Can you imagine?
All over the world.
Anywhere.
We have moved so well. Yeah. We have so many things, so inventions to be proud of, and some of the best guys really to love this country. And you can't have another country like Kenya. No way. I mean, you know, you have been in Nigeria.
Absolutely.
Despite the oil and all those guys.
Correct.
You have seen those guys.
Yes.
You know all those places.
Yes.
Amazing. I mean.
And you, like you also, you did the Paris-Dakar.
Yes,
did you do that?
Paris-Dakar.
You did that?
I was in Badama Rally in Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast
Yes.
is the other one.
Yeah. Ivory Coast.
Which was another fantastic country at one point. Petit Paris, they called it.
Ooh. When you go to Yamoussoukro, you know.
Yamoussoukro, yes.
The Yamoussoukro with that church and that
the basilica.
The basilica. And you know, there was one road for the president only.
6 lane.
6 lane. And inside there, you go into this village like you're entering Baringo. If you're coming out then you find 6 lane. You know, an amazing.
Imagine.
But those guys, I mean, you know, it's incredible, you know. But we have Kenya.
No place like here.
No place like, you know better.
No place.
You know that better.
No place.
Yeah.
I was in Sharm el Sheikh last week.
Yes.
Did you ever go there?
Yes.
My God.
Wow.
My God. Incredible. And Mombasa could be like that. Diani could be like that.
Exactly.
Anytime.
Exactly.
You just need a bit of vision.
The same thing. It's just not action, not vision. The vision we have, we need action.
Do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's not just talk.
Yeah.
Let's get our people on the road. Let's get the people, Jeff, to volunteer with signs, holding signs. Hapo Sachangwan. People to go there holding in shifts.
Yes.
During this Christmas festival.
Yes.
Let's suggest something. Let's get in there. This place is 50 kph. Put the people there. 50 kph.
Slow down.
50 kph. Wave these in shifts.
Yes. Slow down.
Save all that money. I heard the PS announcing this afternoon that they're going to spend 500 million to make 2 lanes on that place.
Carriage.
Just get some nice guys, give some boys, young boys for Christmas holiday, pay them daily, put all of those signs. You see the difference?
Absolutely.
Instant difference. Those guys, you see them with a lorry, wave them.
Yes.
Every 100 meters.
Put them there.
Wave them in that, all that is a small stretch.
And it'll show
less
your
than
hands
10
on.
kilometers.
Your hands on.
Hands on. Do this to them.
You'll save
Wave.
lives.
Put them in there. Put those solar banners there, put them there. It will cost you less. You'll not maybe spend 10 million for the whole of this fest. You'll save all the lives that can happen there. And you see the statistics that the people just need to be given awareness. Number one. Number two, you need to show them how they get responsibility themselves.
Correct.
It's not the story of blaming.
No.
Blame them.
No, you can't. You can't. Too many lives are being lost, Patrick. It's unnecessary.
We have to do something. Yeah. I feel I can go there and volunteer. Sit there, Jeff, hold those things and Tell them this, I'm doing this. Go 50.
Yeah.
Go 50.
Absolutely.
Put 50. Go down there on the Rose Road, mark 50. Oh, that place, let it be 50, 50, 50. And they get out of the whole of that. And you know the funny thing? It's a big uphill. And some of those accidents don't even happen downhill.
No.
They happen uphill. So you really wonder that what sort of a carelessness, because you're trying to overtake somebody else from the slower lane, and you cannot make it, and now you try to go off, and then you hit the guy who's coming from the opposite side. So I mean, but you know,
Sanduku la kifo
is science. Everything is science.
It's science.
Like rallying, Jeff, is a science.
Yeah.
And you have to understand that.
Go on.
Once you understand the science in rallying, force travels on a straight line. It doesn't go zigzag. So that is why you cannot force by force. If you force by force, you roll. That's where the rolling comes. Now, we haven't had so many rollings apart from that one of Capedo.
Yes.
The Capedo one.
Yes.
But I can understand that one. The driver, he knows if he hit those goats, he will not be alive.
They will kill him.
Oh, that side, you will never even pass that road.
The people will kill him.
The people.
Oh,
the
right,
people
right,
there.
not the goats.
No, not the goats. If you kill those goats, you will never follow that road again. That's it. That's why you have to get Ekuro, Dr. Ekuro Kot. He comes from there.
Yeah, from Capedo.
Ekuro Kot comes from there.
Yes.
Daktari, I've been there. I've been on that road.
So he was avoiding the goats.
He was avoiding the goats. So he decided to go off the cliff, down the road with all of those people. Because if he did that, if he hit the other goat, you rest assured.
He'd be dead.
He would be dead and no vehicle would pass there. That's it. That's how it goes with those local people. Good. So you never get involved with all of this. And some of those things, they have the information and they know. The government is very well informed, has got all this structure. It's just a question of action. We need to do something. Yeah. Let's move with action.
Absolutely.
Let's get ourselves somewhere where we can be able to be happy and use the technology and the knowledge that we have to be able to inspire. It's a question of putting inspiration on the drivers.
But we also need the Patrick Njiru School of Driving.
Absolutely.
Driving school. We need that, Patrick. Don't get up. Don't get up.
Yeah.
We're reading tweets. We're not leaving yet, Patrick.
Okay, sorry.
Arigato.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Arigato gozaimasu. Let's start with some tweets, Patrick. This is fun. Amon Kimele, you say, when I was really young and Patrick Njiru was rallying together with Colin McRae, Yuha Kankanen, Richard Burns, Tommy McKinnon, there was an ad, Dereva Chunga Maisha. Thank you, sir. Do you remember that ad?
Yes.
Dereva Chunga
Maisha. True. There was that ad. It used to go, Dereva Chunga Maisha.
Yeah. Okemwa Ogaro, you say, Jeff kindly asked Patrick Njiru to advise on defensive driving. I want to take some lessons. Defensive driving.
Driving, yes.
Yes.
That's a good driver. Right. He's already a driver.
Because you're already, I mean, you have to know or anticipate what that person's going to do.
Is the understanding. He's got to understand his car. He's got to have the car to himself. He's got to know that you have the car. Yeah, you have to have the full control.
And after a couple of beers, you have no control.
No. You don't do what the things we have seen on the Mombasa Road. With those guys telling you, I've been drinking for 10 years. Imagine. What are you telling me? And then you start running over down.
Imagine.
No. They need to be really very, very strict on that.
Yeah.
Drinking and driving.
In the UK or other countries,
yes.
if you're drinking and driving, it's not just jail, they suspend your license.
Completely. You're gone. You're out.
Dixon Chomba, oh my, Patrick Njiru, famous name that dominated Embu in the 80s and 90s. We cherish you. People of Embu are watching you now. Monica and the whole clan. Dylan Nyariki. I love the show. Salute Patrick Njiru. He worked hard to put Kenya on the map. And no national honors.
Thank you.
No national honors. Help me here. Somebody help me. Derito Richard. Patrick, you will never know how we enjoyed our Easter holidays watching the safari. You are a true hero. Without you, it was not an event. Our cameraman, what was his name? Maina, is it?
Yes.
Francis Maina. Yes. He used to climb a tree. Come watch Patrick. One time he climbed the tree, fell. When he got home and was asked, how did you fall? He says, I was watching Patrick and he was beaten by his grandmother. Chapad.
No, it was the Kenyan people. The Kenyan people, Jeff, were the best. They were voted the best spectators of the World Rally Championship.
Is
Kenyan,
that right?
Seconded by the British in the RAC rally.
Is that right?
Yes.
But you know, people.
And the third were the Finnish group.
Do people still come up to you and say, Patrick, I used to watch you when I was young, man, and I loved coming to watch you?
They make me feel good, but then I feel sad when I know that Safari Rally, which did so much for our country and for me, is no longer there to see other young Patricks coming up. That's what really beats me up so badly, because you find all young guys, everybody coming from here, there, saying this, and you're not doing it. There's no
passion
action.
is not there.
Yeah,
the passion's not there. Do you have a son who's into rallying?
No.
A nephew?
No.
Or is it Maluki?
No, Maluki.
Maluki's the one you were pushing,
Maluki,
huh?
yes. He's my son Stiggy. Stiggy is the one who was crazy, has been wanting to go into rallying.
Will you let him?
Into the whole of this. No, he can do that. He can do that. We can give him support. He can do that easily, Stiggy. So I always tell him, you get yourself, get organized. There's no problem,
Nice. Phil Mwangi, this champion, Patrick Njiru, is so eloquent. Good English, good Swahili. Plus, his good memories, top notch. He doesn't grow old either. Phil Mwangi, you forgot to say good Embu.
No.
Some SMSs. They love you, man. You're a real hero, you know that. From Benson Karigo. I remember Patrick Njiru rallying in Naisuet, Elbergen, Rongai, Nakuru in the 1990s. Rumor was that his car would fly. Oh my. Oh my. Your car would have, your car, but you did fly a few times.
They used to be on the jumps, and all of those areas. When they see them there jumping, they would get excited.
And they know it's an African in there. I mean, that's a root.
The people are really so supportive. The Kenyan people, we need to do something. And that is why I thank the president, because, he wanted the safari more than anything by this time.
Yes.
He wanted the safari by this time, and he put up all the mechanisms for it. But typical, like the way I was telling you, other people came hijacked.
Yes.
They said they can do this, they can do that. And then, because now they feel, it is this. Okay, give them the chance to do it.
Because they think only some people will get credit for it.
But they can't do it. That's the whole problem.
Yeah.
You have to have the understanding of the people, the manufacturers, the teams, plus the drivers, and then the organization itself, and then the body itself. Because like the current FIA president, John Todt, wants safari something that is African, which is different from European.
Yes.
He wants something that comes out African.
Will it happen?
I think so.
It's going to happen?
I think so. We just need to change a few things, as Mr. Fora was there, was very instrumental,
Pinky,
and they were pushing.
God rest his soul, huh?
Yeah.
Kevin from Kikuyu. Jeff, kindly ask Patrick to come up with a program to nurture young guys like me who are passionate about rally driving. You see, that's what I was telling you.
Jeff, you have washed it. You have wiped everybody.
I'm telling you, Patrick, there's something there. David Wahome. Patrick rectified my Daihatsu charade in 1992 at Radimawe.
I'm still driving the same.
Do you remember this?
Wahome, yes, asante sana. Wahome, remember that very much.
My goodness. Keitani, NHC, say, hey, Jeff, that's my hero. Remind Patrick that he has a big heart.
Yes.
Imagine he fueled my tractor to full tank at his Kibera fuel station in 2000.
Yes.
Keitani, NHC.
Keitani, I remember him.
Tractor.
True. Keitani, an amazing guy. It's his tractor. He got in a tractor.
Yes.
And he wanted to go to do this competition for the farmers.
Right.
The ones that do kule.
Correct.
I said, no, come. Because you like the sport, you feel, kabisa.
Was that petrol station burnt down in 07, 08?
Yeah, 2007, but now he's back.
It's back.
He's back.
But it was burnt to the ground.
Yeah, he's burnt to the ground. And that's the bit that I bring in. I had forgotten, Jeff. In 1992, we had more resistance than anything going to Kamukunji. With all the group, there was no mass following that you could get in the whole of those times. Nobody died. Nobody died.
Look at that.
Nobody died.
Back then.
Nobody looted. The people were so good, were so disciplined.
And now?
The whole idea. Now you create, I mean, you know, it's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. You don't get two things to get it wrong. 1992.
25 years ago.
And there was no one died, Jeff. And you know, the force with the police.
Nyayo's forces. Nyayo's forces. Hey, my friend. My friend.
You ask Moite. You ask Paul Moite. He can tell you what happened. But no one died.
Anita Mwelo will go on to Facebook post. Anita Mwelo, you say, oh my God, so amazing how Patrick still looks strong even though he's older. I used to watch him when I was young and never missed watching a race. God bless.
Thank you.
Julius Hunter, 555 Safari Rally was my best. I skipped church waiting for you to drive past. He's a legend. Patrick Njiru. You see, you're not the only one who skipped church.
Yes.
Kolo Tour. One of the greatest rally drivers I used to know when I was a little boy. We used to buy kerosene at his petrol station in Kibera. Hashtag Njiru.
No, we you know, Jeff, there are things that we have done for this country.
Yes.
This country. And really, it is good because, like those people of Kibera, there are no any other source of energy. Jeff, I used to be the #1 petrol station in the country, selling 500,000 liters of kerosene a month to supply the people and to make sure they had those pumps. Caltex had to give me 2 pumps with twins, that is 4, to be able to serve these people because they would come the whole day and they would find everything was there.
500,000
liters
a month
on one product.
Obadiah Muge, you say, hello Patrick Njiru, I remember you very well at Baraka petrol station and we used to eat nyama choma at Kenyatta. I was a traffic policeman at Wayaki.
It's true. Pale kwa nani?
Obadiah.
The great days, those are the great days, the 80s.
Yes.
That was the 80s. You know, Wayaki way was one way,
Yes.
Was only one way, not two way. That time.
Yeah.
All the way.
Correct.
All the way.
Correct.
It was one way.
It was one way, Wayaki way.
Yes.
JT, Jonathan Torreira.
Yes.
Is he still rallying?
He's there, Jonathan JT. I met him. He's not rallying.
He's not rallying.
But he's in Nakuru.
Was he any good?
He was a champion.
No, but he
became a
had the
champion.
money and he had the vehicle.
No, Jonathan was good.
Was he good?
He was good.
Okay.
He was good. With Ibrahim Choge, don't forget. Ibrahim was his brother-in-law.
Oh, yes.
Ibrahim, the late Ibrahim.
Yes.
Ibrahim was one of the top navigators. I mean, the country has produced.
He was good, huh?
From Dave Masharia, they produced this next African guy.
Yes.
In the top notch was Ibrahim Choge.
Is that right?
Yeah, and he steered Jonathan to the championship.
He did, huh?
He steered Jonathan to the championship.
Wow.
He's like Aslam Khan with Giant Shah. Aslam Khan and Giant Shah, that was a partnership that really worked so well.
Yeah.
Amazing partnership.
Who was Joginder's partner?
Joginder's partner was David Doig.
David
Doig. He died just the other day of the classic in Tanzania.
Oh.
He had a heart attack.
Huh?
Yeah.
How old was he?
David Doig,
Must have been quite old.
He was old, but he was there as one of the stewards. Then he went to the hotel room, and then I think the last one.
Yeah.
Not this one, the one that happened.
Yeah.
But in Tanzania, at the Gurudoto. In fact, it was very sad.
Sure.
David Doig and Joginder Singh was a partnership. Shekameta, Mike Doughty. Shekameta, Mike Doughty.
Yes.
An incredible partnership. 4 safari wins.
4. Wow. Mike is the one who had that restaurant at Phoenix.
Yes.
What was it called? The restaurant? Steakhouse. Something
Steakhouse.
Like that.
He used to give you and Mike is still there.
Mike,
I found him actually of all those guys.
Yeah.
Those guys. Mike is there. Mike Doughty. Mike Kirkland. Yeah.
He's still alive?
Mike Kirkland is still there down in Mombasa, and very strong Mike. An amazing guy.
Look at that.
Incredible guy.
That. And of course, Bjorn Waldegaard.
Yes.
And those guys who used to come, the Flying Fin.
Gavin Bennett. Anton Levitan, those guys are all still around. You know, those the guys.
Yeah.
They're still there in the motorsport.
They're good, huh?
They're still there. The guys who did so much in the motorsport in those days. The rest of us have all gone up.
When you see the likes of Ian Duncan and Frank Tundo,
yes,
the new breed, Is there good talent there?
Ian is not the new breed. Ian is our breed. Ian is a veteran now. Where he is, he's a veteran. He's been there with us. Ian started in the 80s with a pickup, with a Datsun 1200 pickup.
Right.
Then he went to the Toyota Panovan. Then he went into the Opel. From the Opel, that's where he went into the Toyota Celica. That's how he transformed himself. And Ian is an incredible, talented driver.
Yeah.
Very good. Frank, Carl Tundo, Carl came much later. His father was in our generation.
Okay. Did he rally?
Yeah.
He rallied.
Carl Tundo with this guy, Nakuru guy, the farmer. He was a farmer in Nakuru. Quinton Thompson.
I just remember this.
Carl Tundo and Quinton Thompson, and they drove very well for such a. And Carl Tundo is still doing those mzes.
Yes.
Those things. But the good guy, the young guy now, that generation of Boldev Chaga,
yes,
and this Onkarai,
yes,
the boys who are coming in now,
yeah,
that is the new generation who have come over. If the world championship was there today, they would be able to measure themselves. Because you think you drive here, you think you're so good.
Yes.
The moment you go in with those other guys,
it's a whole different story.
This guy from Finland comes from here, and he's never driven in Kenya. He beats them 2 minutes in a stage.
Good Lord. And it's his first time? It's
his first time. He's been leading the championship the whole year until just the other day he started making some mess.
Yeah.
And he was there. That is where we used to know what is our talent, what is our stage.
Yeah.
Because once you drive against Colin McRae, you drive against Richard Burns, you are driving with Didi Orio, and you find the veteran Bjorn Waldegard was there. Then you gauge yourselves what you're doing, what you are losing in 45-kilometer stage. You are just less than half a second slower than them. Now you are in that beat. Now, when you bring the other generation now of 2 minutes per kilometer,
that's too much.
No,
that's forever.
That now you are left out completely.
Wow.
That's when you come up and you see the real now sport, how the sport is. That's why I'm telling you, is science. Once you get that science and somebody is singing that song and you are flowing the car, you are throwing the car at 180 kph, is a medium right, and you are going like it is. There's no corner
at 180.
Yeah, and you're going like there's no corner. It's just flat out, and you're getting it in there. And then you come cool, and you get and you find all these terrains in Kenya where you cannot find anywhere else.
Yeah.
You find, like in Easter, the muddles. The muddles, how to drive on those muddles and where to stay.
Yeah.
To stay on top or stay outside. Oh, it wasn't easy.
Yeah. Oh, but here people can't even drive in the rain.
Oh,
it rains, it just clogs
me up. Jeff, in rallying there's one principle. You are either in the corner or out of the corner. You are either inside or outside. You are either on the right side or on the wrong side. If you are on the outside, you are rolling. If you are on the inside, you are cutting the corner. Inside, you are going. And that is the science. The moment all of this science is really translated to these people to be able to understand that the car itself, in the tight corners, the co-driver got to read for you and tell you this is tight. You don't hit the engine so much. On the straight corners, that is where you go flat out, because then the engine has got more oxygen, and it's just like you when you are going up and you are losing some oxygen.
Yeah.
The same thing even with the engine. It's the engine. It's the science. You create that science. You build on that science. You understand the rallying of science, that you need this. It's all there with you together. It's not just sitting in the car and just changing the gears and going.
No, it's not that.
It's much more than that.
Patrick, I'd hate to end a show like this, but we have to. We have to. Your fellow Mbuan is saying we wrap up.
Yes, Monica. Thank you very much for this evening, Monica.
Patrick, there's your camera over there. You see that camera?
Yes.
Some final thoughts, Patrick. Moving forward as a nation.
I think this is one of the greatest moments that I would want to wish my Kenyans, my fellow Kenyans, as I sit here in front of you today. I want to advise all the drivers, be they matatu drivers, young drivers, men drivers, lady drivers, all the Subaru Club drivers, kindly this festival season, please take your time and reflect. Know that steering you're holding, that steering wheel that you're holding means so much to the rest of the people on the road, you are not the only one on the road. There are so many other road users. Please take care of them. Let's be more cautious. Let's take responsibility. Let's not blame anybody. Don't throw your fingers on other people when you see something bad is happening. Just be kind and courteous so that we can minimize on the carnage this season. And I hope and wish you a very, very Merry Christmas and a fantastic New Year. Thank you.
Oh, Patrick, thank you, man. You are no doubt an icon in this country. Precious, precious icon. And everybody's saying the same thing. They're all echoing the same thing. Cecile Ndwiga is saying, memory kali sana hapo. Proud of you, my county dad. Patrick Njiru's big name. God bless you. Oh, unbelievable. Patrick, God bless you, my brother.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done.
Nothing like JKL, you know that. You know it.
You know, it's the 3 letters on the keyboard, JKL.
Yes.
Every Wednesday, right here on Citizen Television.
I missed Sal Davies last weekend.
Oh, it was good. Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube.
Yeah, but I did after we talked.
You did, huh?
I did.
Sal Davis was incredible.
Sal.
Oh, another legend.
Incredible guy. We used to see him in Mombasa, pale at the Pembes, Pembes and Ndovu.
Yeah.
He used to go and play there. There was a club that
At the Tusks.
Bella Vista. Yeah, at the Tusks there.
Really?
Yeah. He used to go and perform there.
You need to write a book one day.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Say something in Japanese.
Jeff,
Say
I'll
something.
give you a page.
Say something in Japanese.
When I write my book,
Yes.
I'll give you a page.
Say something in Japanese.
皆さん、本当にこんばんはありがとうございました。いろいろよく見てもらってありがとう。本当は皆さんのためにここに来ました。本当はありがとうございます。
Arigato.
I'm telling them thank you very much, all of you,
Yeah.
because I'm here because of you.
Oh.
Because you're watching. Thank you very much. And for watching JKL.
Oh.
This is the only.
How do you say
the
JKL in
only.
Japanese?
No, JKL is the words we go them.
Oh, okay.
We go to the same.
Arigato.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Thanks so much for being a
Only
part
we
of
have
the
to
show.
put Jeff-san.
Oh, Jeff-san.
When we are talking Jeff-san.
Koinange-san.
Koinange-san.
Arigato.
Arigato.
Next week, we're going to continue this throughout the month of December.
Thank you.
Nice, easy December. Relax, no politics.
Wonderful.
Just sitting back and enjoying the festive season. And like Patrick said, if you drink, don't drive. We all want you to arrive alive.
Yes.
Keep tweeting at Koinange Jeff, at Citizen TV Kenya, hashtag JK Live. Tomorrow morning with Jeff and Njirus on Hot 96. You have to come one of these days.
Yep.
You will come.
Yep. Absolutely.
Between 6 and 10. You know, Thursdays is when we invite a guest to tell us a story a day. Tune in tomorrow. It's going to be thrilling. 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Hot 96 with Jeff and Njirus. Thanks so much for being a part of the show. Good night. Good luck. God bless this amazing country, Kenya. And don't forget, JKL, driven, powered by Telcom. Telcom, moving with you. Just like Patrick, moving with you.